These are some different kinds of clutches. You got the steel clutches, they're pretty heavy. Then you got the lighter aluminum ones. This one was modified with holes drilled in it to make each arm lighter, because if you lighten up the arms, it takes a higher RPM for the springs to let them loose, fly open so they get their grip. So therefore, you're starting more in power band, but it burns your clutches out very fast. That's the stock one, has no holes drilled, but it is aluminum with bigger, heavier springs. That helps. These steel ones, they engage at a low RPM, but they're usually found in the dirt bikes, which have this type of gear reduction box. So I guess that's why they can get away with running a steel clutch. Yeah. Cool. Another good tip is when removing your clutch from the crank, it's sometimes it's stuck on there pretty good. So that would sit in there on the crank that goes through. Don't just take your screwdriver and pry on the sides thinking that's going to pop off, because what you'll end up doing, and it really sucks when it happens, is breaking a clutch arm, or even worse, breaking the cast. I have any broken casts here to show you. That one's broken on the bottom. But yeah, the one I just took out of the truck, that was all shattered from prying it because I was being lazy. The proper way to do it is take off a spring, take off that bolt, and then you can turn it nut down into it. But you'll see these here things, little spots there. The end of the bolt doesn't quite line up with that. It's a little bit off. So what I do is I take a spoon and I bend it so it can fit underneath the clutch arm where the bolt is. So it goes underneath there, and the spoon has a dip in it, so the bolt won't slide off either side, right? And you can use that to put the pressure on to pop the clutch off. This is just mistakes I made over and over and over. So if I can save you troubles. Here's some lightweight flywheels I modified. Got like the stock one, and then the 9-finner, the 6-finner, taking a step forward and cut off half the fins, and the no-finner. That will make you overheat. I just wanted to see what would happen. There's the 6-fin one on that. And it does give you more power, or I guess more takeoff on your bike. But one thing I did notice is you can also unbalance it. And if it becomes too unbalanced, you're not gaining anything because it just vibrates. Next up is the piston pins. You want to get the lightest ones of those that you can. They're all different sizes. I even seen ones that were solid, but you want to get the most hollowed out pin you can. The lighter the weight on this, the faster it will rotate. A simple modified reed cage, and then doubled up stock reeds with the top one cut in half. That gives you a very strong power band. It leaves a soft reed at the bottom, so you still have your bottom end, and then a stiff, hard-hitting power band from the top reeds. Adding a performance wire to the coil, like that yellow one there, an Excel wire. On these coils, there's a screw. You can see that there, right there. And you just thread the center of the wire down on top of that. Turn it down on. Try to secure it good, maybe with, I used hot glue on that, which helped to hold it. Yeah, pretty easy. The wire rips out, a lot of people just buy a new one, or it's very simple.